You have a deadline in 2 hours. You haven't started. Instead, you're currently 6 levels deep into a Wikipedia rabbit hole about the history of the stapler. You're not lazy. At least, not in the way you think. Society tells us laziness is a character flaw, a lack of willpower. But science tells a completely different story. Today, we're diving into the neuroscience of procrastination, why your brain is actively sabotaging your success, and the simple psychological cheat codes to fix it. Inside your brain, there's a constant battle between two systems. On one side, you have the prefrontal cortex. This is the adult in the room. It handles long-term planning, logic, and your goals. On the other side, you have the limbic system. This is one of the oldest parts of the human brain. It doesn't care about your career or your future. It only cares about one thing: survival and immediate pleasure. When you decide to work on that big project, your prefrontal cortex is in charge. But as soon as the work gets slightly difficult or boring, the limbic system panics. It sees effort as a threat. This is called amygdala hijack. Your brain literally treats a difficult spreadsheet the same way it treats a predator in the wild. It wants you to run away to something safe, like YouTube. But why is it so much easier to scroll than to work? Meet dopamine. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. It's not. It's the anticipation chemical. It's the brain's way of saying, hey, something interesting might happen next. Social media apps are designed by attention engineers to trigger constant, tiny dopamine hits. Every scroll is a gamble. Will the next post be funny? Will it be shocking? Your brain becomes addicted to this low-effort, high-reward loop. Compared to this, writing a 2,000-word report feels like a dopamine desert. Your brain isn't lazy. It's just optimized for the wrong rewards. Here's the dark secret of procrastination. It's often a defense mechanism for perfectionists. If you put off a task until the last minute and do a mediocre job, you can tell yourself, well, I just didn't have enough time. But if you start early, give it your all, and still fail, that hurts your ego. Procrastination is the shield we use to protect our self-worth. We'd rather be seen as lazy than incapable. So, how do we win the war? Willpower isn't the answer. Strategy is. First, use the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. But for big tasks, tell yourself you'll only work on it for 2 minutes. The hardest part is starting. Once you break the static friction of a task, your brain's Zeigarnik effect kicks in, a psychological phenomenon where our brains hate leaving things unfinished. Second, reset your baseline. Put your phone in another room. Make the distraction harder to access than the work. If you make boredom an option, suddenly, that difficult task starts looking a lot more interesting. Laziness isn't who you are. It's just a conflict between an old brain and a modern world. Understand the machinery, and you can take back the controls. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the human mind. Now, stop watching videos and go get that thing done. We'll see you in the next one.